Welcome to part 3 of the North Maine Woods Vacation Video Series. Found this gem of a campground on the road leading to Canada Lake Falls. Nice grassy area, little wraparound driveway, picnic table, outhouse. They have another picnic table you'll see a little further on in this clip that's covered. Really old, it appears, but it's right along the outlet river from the dam, and you can see there's some rapids up there, and pretty nice sound of the water. Unfortunately, I couldn't share the sound of this actual video footage from the GoPro because the gimbal that it was on was making a terrible sound and totally ruined all the audio on this clip. So I'm dubbing over, and at least you'll get to see the footage. And there's looking down river. This is the other picnic table I was talking about with the old rugged cover over it. There's fire ring. The outhouse is just up on the right inside the woods there. Pretty neat location, although it's on a road that everybody uses because Canada Lake Falls, where I'm staying, is about the only place that you can get cell service. So everybody's up there. Anybody ever heard of swamp neck? That's when you drive around the North Woods, and every time you go by a swamp, you start twisting your neck to try to see moose. And if you drive by enough swamps, you end up with swamp neck, really sore neck from looking for moose. I ended up on the end of this little tow road, and as you can see, I couldn't continue with the truck. It was just way too swampy and wet. So I decided to get out and walk quite a ways down. And you'll see in this footage is a lot of moose track, and I was really surprised that I didn't jump a moose or a bear or something out there, because it just had all the signs. I stumble on so many mushrooms in my travels. I really should get a guide to find out which ones are okay to eat and which ones are not. Oh, and which one is going to help me see a moose in a pink ballerina tutu. Walking along this trail, I just had that feeling that I was going to see something, whether it be a moose or a bear, but it just never materialized. Well, it's time to get back to the truck and explore some more roads. It's amazing. These roads just go on, and they're on. You get on one road and there's 5 other roads. It just seems to never end. I put on probably 100 miles yesterday, all on these old logging roads, and that was driving by 20 roads that I would have liked to go down, but there's not enough hours in the day to go to them all. And it's like the diversion from your attention. I'm driving down this road where there's a washed out bridge, and I wanted to come in on the backside, and I see this offshoot. I take that, and while I'm on that offshoot, there's 3 more, and just some of the most beautiful stuff. So you really don't want to skip any roads, because there's such beauty out here. And then I'm looking at some of these forests are so dark, just completely void of sunshine. And I wish I could explore it all. I wish I could be out here for months exploring. Amazing. Goes on forever. These tracks right here are absolutely fresh. And I'm wondering if possibly me paddling around the point spooked the deer off. Found these campsites along Sabemcook Lake. Somebody did some handiwork with bottle caps on the end of the stumps here near the fire ring. Kind of cool. I don't know if these are first come first serve spots or not. I think they are. And this particular pull off had two sites side by side, so it would be kind of a cool place for, a couple sets of campers get out here and be close together. How's this for a beach? Sabemcook Lake. Yes, the water's pretty low on Knobscott. Look at this. Talk about beach and beach driving. This is just gorgeous. Look at that. Days going by. It's amazing how much driftwood has collected here through the years. Traveling down a road that follows Saboomcook Lake, and luckily they just graded it the last couple days, so I'm able to go about 38 miles an hour. Speed limit's 45, but trust me, you go 45 in a big semi maybe, but not in a vehicle like this. You'll be sliding all over the place with all the loose gravel. But anyway, it's about a 20-mile ride. I got to be back at camp at no later than noon, start packing everything up because I'm out of here tomorrow morning, first thing. So, traveling down this road, temperature 59 degrees. You can see I don't have a jacket on. It's just absolutely gorgeous. That dry air. And but I've got a couple points of interest I had put on the map back when I was still in Florida, and I'm going to see if I can get out there to both of them. Like I said, about 20 miles of this Maine logging road, which is in fair condition. So anxious to see why I marked those spots. What a gorgeous day, and as you can see, probably with kind of passing by the window a little bit quick, isn't it? But the foliage just in the last 2 days has probably gone from about 1% to 15%, which is plenty for me. It's really, really beautiful. And so anyway, gonna enjoy this ride, and we'll take you back out when I get to those points of interest. We're at the northern tip of Moosehead Lake. What a beautiful view. Pack-up morning has arrived, and the day before yesterday was so hot.
and I had to go to sleep with the fan on and no blankets, the whole 9 yards. But anyway, then yesterday was super hot, and then last night the temperature dropped, got cold, which was nice sleeping weather, plenty of oxygen in the air. But this is it. This is my last morning. Gonna pack up, get the trailer hooked up, and try to dry the tent off as best I can and get out of here. Been fun. Didn't get to do everything I wanted to do. Put many miles on all these logging roads, and had to open some of them up with machete, chainsaw, etc. And but it was good. Got a lot of footage. We got to do a canoe trip up Canada Lake. Didn't get to do the one that I wanted to do all the way down to the other end. What I measured on GPS was 17 miles, and what a local told me, he said no, it's about 8 or 9 miles to the other end. So I don't know if I was measuring round trip, but I could have sworn it was 30 something miles round trip, and so I planned on staying at the other end. But the wind's been pretty strong, and it's always in the wrong direction. Like right now, the wind's coming at us. And when I got down there the other day, I thought, okay, I'll fight the wind all the way down, and then on the way back, it'll be a tailwind. Well, the wind turned around, and I fought it all the way back. And so I didn't want to risk going all the way down the other end. So anyway, do that when we have 2 people in the canoe. But I'm excited to get loaded up. I'm not going to head straight down to Florida. Instead, I'm going to try to go through New Hampshire, Vermont, and kind of around. I think in Albany, I think it's 87, goes down and connects to 81, so I can avoid the whole Mass Pike and the 84 through Hartford. I hate Hartford. I hate the Mass Pike. I've done this trip. God, I bet you I've done it 20 times at least. So we'll see what happens. Got to go fuel up this morning. Get some supplies. Tomorrow morning, I've got to find the nearest Jiffy Lube or 5 Minute or one of those places and get an oil change on the truck. It's screaming at me right now. I just pulled the dipstick and looked at it, and the oil's nice and clean, but when you're pulling a trailer and working the truck hard, you got to take care of it. Anyway, over and out for now. Good morning, Sunday morning, September, I believe, the 15th. No, the 15th, because Friday was the 13th. So September 15th, Sunday morning. Welcome to my worship service. almost at the end of the 20-mile road, northern road, back towards Greenville or Rockport, whatever. Anyways, airing the tires all back up. Then I gotta find a car wash and do some groceries and fill up on fuel.